This is a video about a unique trading indicator known as RSI Momentum Divergence Zones by ChartPrime. It's a really fascinating tool that's designed to take these subtle shifts in market momentum that you can sometimes feel and turn them into solid, visible price levels right on your chart. We're going to go over what this indicator is and how you can use it in your trading. If you happen to find value in this video, remember to leave a like. Now, to get started with this indicator, you first of all want to go to TradingView, the trading platform that I'm going to be using. If you need to sign up, there's a link in the video description for you to do that. Next, you want to load any security you like and click on Indicator. Then type in RSI Momentum Divergence Zones. It's going to be this one by ChartPrime. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the all-powerful RSI Momentum Divergence Zones indicator. It's a pretty clever tool that helps you see where hidden buying or selling pressure is building up by spotting divergences, and then it actually projects those spots as key support and resistance zones on your price chart for you to use. So when you add the indicator, you'll see a couple of things. Down below your main chart, you have an RSI oscillator, but it's a special kind. Instead of a normal RSI, this one is based on momentum, basically the speed of price moves. This little change helps it pick up on those shifts in momentum a bit quicker. And on this oscillator, you'll see text labels like bull or bear pop up, showing you exactly where a divergence has been confirmed. But the really critical part happens on your main price chart. You'll see labels like a bull or bear icon marking the exact candle that triggered the divergence. And even more importantly, the indicator draws these horizontal colored zones that extend out from that point. These zones are the core of the tool, turning that abstract divergence signal into a tangible price level for you to use. Next, let's peek into the settings. You can, of course, change the colors for the bullish and bearish zones to whatever you like, but the really important settings are about managing the signals. You can turn the automatic divergence detection on or off. You can also change the RSI length. A longer length will give you fewer, but maybe more significant longer-term signals, while a shorter length gives you more frequent zones that might be better for short-term trading. And to keep your chart from getting too messy, there's a setting called Quantity Divergence Zones, where you can limit how many zones are shown at once, say only the most recent 5 or 10. This keeps things clean and focused on what's relevant right now. Now, for how to actually use this in your trading, the main idea is to think of the bullish divergence zones, the green ones, as potential demand areas or floors where buyers might step in, and you'd use the bearish zones, the red ones, as potential supply areas or ceilings where sellers might become active. You're not just trading blindly when a zone appears. Instead, you want to watch how price acts when it comes back to one of these levels. Are you seeing signs of a bounce or a rejection? That could be your cue. For a bullish setup, you might see price come down to a green zone, hold, and then form a bullish candle pattern. That's a potential entry signal. For a bearish setup, you'd look for the opposite at a red zone. These levels also make for really logical places to think about your stop loss, maybe just on the other side of a zone or even as potential take-profit targets if the price is heading towards one. One really important thing to understand is that these signals are confirmed, not predictive. The indicator has to wait for a few candles to close to be sure that a divergence has actually happened, so it isn't calling the exact top or bottom in real time. But what it does, and does really well, is that as soon as that turning point is confirmed, it immediately plots that horizontal level on your chart. And these zones are dynamic. They keep extending to the right as long as the price respects them. But if the price breaks through one convincingly, the zone will stop and often turn into a dashed line, visually telling you that the level has been broken and isn't valid anymore. This helps filter out weaker signals and keeps the focus on the levels that the market is still reacting to. In summary, the RSI Momentum Divergence Zones indicator is all about making the invisible visible. It takes the often hidden clues from momentum divergences and turns them into concrete, actionable support and resistance levels on your chart, helping you pinpoint exactly where a shift in market momentum actually turned into a price structure you can trade around, giving you a really clear reference point for your analysis. This is not financial advice. The strategy shown here is made up only of indicators, and you should always add your own price action or fundamental analysis before making any trading decisions. Remember that past performance is not an indication of future results. If you found value in this video, remember to leave a like, or even better, consider subscribing to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you next time.